Fuck you, worthless piece of shit. These are words I don't think I'll ever forget. People in the community will recognize these words and this image, but for those who don't, this is a screenshot from manager Ryan, a guy who manages. He manages groups, YouTube groups, 2 groups in particular, the Misfits and the Lunch Club. There's some drama, of course, to constitute this type of language. Call Me Carson confirmed that his girlfriend Kate cheated on him with Fitz. This is all personal info and I'm not going into any deeper detail. There is one important fact though. Carson requested that we respect his privacy and not interact with Kate or Fitz as to keep it relatively secret. This is a surprisingly tall order for a community of people quarantined with nothing better to do. Carson's subreddit immediately exploded with hate for Fitz and Kate, and then equally fast transferred that energy towards supporting Carson. Twitter went wild, Instagram was wild, it even spread to TikTok. Eventually, the spread could no longer be contained, and the perpetually cancelled internet vulture that is Keem reported on it. That's pretty much what led to this email, all adding up to that, sent to Fitz but received by Ryan P. Seeing this image, I was filled with anger at this misplaced energy, the wrong energy. I wanted to show this guy what he was supposed to do. I wanted to find him. As you can see, his whole last name and email address are in the picture. It could be pretty easy to just email him, but that's too easy. 40k people liked this tweet when I started searching. Plenty would be emailing him. I had to do what I had always watched someone else do. I was going to track him. I've been inspired by the likes of 4chan and Twitter detectives in their honed autism, managing to find people's addresses and places of work in seconds flat. I would do good and forever carve my place in the internet. Turns out, it's way more boring than that. I started simple. I saw a clear username in his email. MJCoaster. If there's one thing people do on the internet, it's keep usernames. You just do. For example, the 9th username ever registered on Reddit was Matrix7531. He could have picked like a single digit or like a 1 letter or his actual name in real life. But no, he probably came from a different forum and used the same username because it's easier. I went under that same assumption for MJ. A simple Google search on my phone found some interesting stuff. Some archived Twitch chats through a service called Overrussell, and an account on a site called MPGH. Multiplayer game hacking. He hacked. I hate hackers, but for this I put my hate aside. Then I found something interesting on his MPGH account. 1, he said his Steam ID was MJCoaster. And 2, he said he was here for Realm of the Mad God. What's that? At first I thought it was a saying, but after a quick Google search, I found out it was an MMO. At this point, I had to move on to my computer because I thought this Steam lead was the way to go. I had to find a Steam account. Once I took a shower and washed away the gamer stench, I found his Steam account fairly quickly. But, after like an initial look at the account, you could tell it was very dead. The only thing on there was a couple groups and a Valve anti-cheat ban from 6.3 years ago. I did check out the groups a little bit, but that didn't really lead anywhere. So I moved back to Google. This next Google search, I found some more stuff, and something interesting to note is that it seems like the algorithm for Google on mobile and the Google on desktop is different, because the same exact Google search with the same exact username turned out completely different stuff. Okay, on the mobile side, I found the MPGH and lots of Overrussell chat logs. On the Google search, I found a stat tracker for a League account, an unrelated YouTube account, a Reddit account, a stat tracker for Realm of the Mad God, a website that is no more, and 6, an account on Twitter selling coasters. You see, there's a bit of an overlap between MJCoaster and people selling MJ coasters. I decided to start at the Reddit account because that's likely where the most gold was, pun intended. And then it was confirmed. The Reddit account had made several posts for the Realm of the Mad God subreddit, which meant that this MPGH account and this Reddit account are linked through Realm of the Mad God. I was excited to find the next lead when I found something that made my heart drop. A seemingly innocent post on his university subreddit turned out to have some stuff that I didn't really want to find. 2 links. One was dead, it led nowhere, and the other was his Facebook. I really hoped it wasn't him and it was like some community Facebook, but no, it was him. At this point, I like took a second, I looked at myself and I thought, like, what am I doing? I found his Facebook. 4chan, they do it for fun, or they find someone who actually did legitimate wrong. But then there's the other side of people who do it to harm. They do it to find and to destroy. I don't like that. I felt like that group of people. I suppose that when shamings are delivered like remotely administered drone strikes, nobody needs to think about how ferocious our collective power might be. The snowflake never needs to feel responsible for the avalanche. John Rodson. At first I thought I was hunting the snowflake, searching for the masked individual in the crowd, looking for justice. Turns out I could very well be the injustice, the masked individual. This guy's identity lied in my hands. If I were out for worse, it was over. I quickly screenshotted the page and closed the tab. I wasn't here for this. I had accounts to link elsewhere. Better leads. Something important to note is that all of these accounts were dead, at least a year inactive. But then I went back to the League stat tracker, thinking it would be funny if I downloaded League just to talk to this guy. And look at that, the last match played last night. The trail was fresh, I had caught up to him. But wait. When dealing with this stuff, one must be sure. A misplaced strike can be deadly and detrimental to the operation. I mean, look at it, you see people like Jamsey, or, when Reddit tried to play detective on the Boston bomber, things like these, if they don't go right, it doesn't go well. I have to link it. But how? His confirmed accounts referenced plenty of MMOs and RPGs. Why not the MMORPG? I had to link a League. I went back to Overrussell, where he could be found in frequently chatting Destiny streams. Perhaps there was some more gold. I searched some chats, many of which were massive, when I found the final piece. One comment. At this point, I must confess, I forgot to mention, his Twitch account is linked because he made a post on Reddit about streaming quality and bit rates. And he signed it, MJCoaster. I took it to show that his username was the same on Twitch. But there's more. This comment isn't actually about League. It's about StarCraft 2. It's my mistake, and a heavy one at that. I wasn't the type to be into League or WoW or StarCraft or games like that. No hate to them, I just never got into them. What I thought to be a clear link turned out to be a shot in the dark. This information was unknown to me until well after everything went down. You have the privilege of hindsight. Full steam ahead, I downloaded League and completed the tutorial, all the while dead set on speaking to MJ. After completing the tutorial, I was given full access and was able to add friends. I immediately added to him, and waited. A day later, at about 1, I logged on to see that he had accepted the request, but was offline. I kept the window open and went about my day. That day, I happened to be streaming. Solslab on Twitch, by the way. Just a little helpful hint there. I stream Wednesdays and Thursdays and weekends, 5 hours later, he was on, and I had finished my stream. I had the foresight to record the conversation, and here's what happened. Just got done with the workout. Opened up, and it looks like Big Mike, is in game. Let's get in contact with Big Mike. I believe this is messages. So I say, hey, did you by chance used to play Realm of the Mad God? I also had the foresight, because I was a little uneasy, to give further confirmation to the fact that he was indeed the MJ we were looking for. So, this will confirm whether or not this is our MJCoaster. I mean, he's in North America, so that's confirmed. Hey, did you by chance used to play Realm of the Mad God? Let's go. Huh. 2 days of searching and I found them. Hell yeah. Interesting. I don't want to play this off too creepy. I don't want to say... I was going to say interesting, so your mic. Interesting. Comma. I found you. I hate that I have to say this, comma, but I must. Whoa. This is an exciting turn of events. He knows. Have you been getting emails? This is fascinating. Of course. This is fascinating. This is incredible. So now what? I found some stuff in Twitch chat about Lee. I know he has a JK. I died. I'll tell you how. Basically, everybody on Twitter seems to think I'm a Carson stan and did it for him, but I've seen like 3 visitors Carson. Wow. What was I gonna say? Then I got into some mischievous fun. You see, doing stuff like this, you find stuff people want hidden. Page 2 of Google holds many, many secrets. One unfortunate secret for MJCoaster was the Lover's Lab. You know, if you played Skyrim, you know what Lover's Lab is. But basically, it is adult mods for Skyrim. You know, I was asked not to go into deep detail, you know, but I had to ask. I'm just gonna check and see if I have the screenshot, just in case I don't have it. Was it? Mission success, loading league. Has he said anything? Steam, the man himself, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook League, Reddit, MJ, League, close it. Let's see if that gets them. Also, I'm gonna search at the same time. Get on page 2. No. Oh my god, here it is. Oh. Oh. Oh, where are you? That's incredible. Everything after this is just me asking for his permission to, put him in the video. You know, it's not very important. I think I might post like an unlisted link in the description if you want to see the full unedited recording of me talking to this guy. It's mostly, everything after this is just like talking to him about making the video and like what I'm gonna do. It's not really important, so I'm gonna skip past all this. You know, there is some afterthoughts, and after this whole conversation he did add one little footnote. At first, when I started this project, I thought it would be a really meaningless video that had like no real ending, but thanks to what I did during it and how MJ reacted, I think there's a lot of meaning behind this. When people saw that email, they just saw a stan going against Carson's wishes, an angry fan. And, of course, there is more to it than that. MJ is an onlooker with less than enough context, and he saw his friend's experience in Carson. He was hurting and looking for an outlet. It just so happened that this outlet got him 44,000 likes and a whole lot of hate. The same can be said for this situation as a whole. It's like a fractal, forever spiraling inward, more and more complex, but with the same image. MJ is given the same treatment as Fitz, Kate, Slazo, many others. They aren't given a say. Their side wasn't heard. I want to be here for that. That's not to say what Fitz and Kate did was not wrong. I've never seen Carson lie about something like this, and he certainly would have taken it back by now if he was. The silence is deafening. What Fitz and Kate have that MJ doesn't is a platform. Multiple different audiences. They for sure are fucked. So if this goes well, here is MJ's platform. Also, there was more than just this email. They had a whole spat about how MJ knew it didn't go to Fitz, he just wanted the message passed on. He regrets the email, but doesn't wish to apologize because then it would seem like he's apologizing because it was made public. Again, MMOs, and I play Rust. I was gonna email again yesterday and let him know I was sending it to him, but don't want to. I was gonna email again yesterday and let him know I was sending it to him, but didn't want him to think it was because he leaked the email, because I certainly don't condone doing that. If I do end up doing this again, I will work alone. I'll do it for good, and I will document it. Thank you for watching. This video took a long ass time to make, including the hunting. The goddamn second I finished this script, Kate uploaded the update video. Literally the second I press the finish, I press save, and then on my phone, an update. Are you kidding? You can't write this shit, okay? I'm not changing the script, okay? I already recorded it, okay? I'm keeping it as like a snapshot of the times before the update, because I was operating, obviously, during this video and the screenshots, I was operating under no updates from Kate or Fitz, so that's how it's gonna stay. You know, you, obviously, as I said before, have the privilege of hindsight. I didn't, and I don't, so we're gonna keep it that way. Just pretend for this video that I didn't know, because I didn't. I'm not talking about this drama ever again, alright? I'm done. No more. Don't expect it. Also, Fitz's apology was way better than Kate's. I don't care what you say.